This is the Hoyt-Schermerhorn train stop here. It's one of the train stops around here, and it basically connects Queens to Brooklyn to Manhattan. In this train stop, they filmed a Michael Jackson music video. In this like little area right here. Year 13, starting you off with some fun facts for you right there.
Kevinisomoto says welcome to the vlog.
I had a really good idea for content today. So came out here to Times Square, and I'm just gonna be kind of going around in the area. Brought the tripod, so we need the stable shots. And I'm just gonna be going around getting different locations right around in this area today. My friends, we have made it. It is year 13, week number 627. So to start off this first week of year number 13, I took a trip to Times Square, which this was my first trip out there since having moved in here. And the reason I went there was because I had an idea this week for content that I wanted to make. I don't actually know if it's gonna work, but I want to get slow-mo time lapses of places where there's a lot of movement going on in the scene. So people walking around, bikes, cars, just a lot of movement in the shot. And then the editing portion of this, the animation portion, is that I'm going to, in editing, I'm gonna basically do rotoscoping, which is you go frame by frame with the video, and in each frame, you cut something out of the shot. What I have in my mind is looking at the time lapse and choosing like a person who's walking through the scene, and then go frame by frame, and in each frame cut that person out of the shot. So that way you isolate their movement as they go through the scene. Once you have the cutout from each shot, you can I'm gonna animate that together and then make it look like they're kind of like moving in slow-mo while the rest of the shot is going in real time. And then I'm gonna do this a bunch of times over and over for like different people within the shot. The idea is that I'm just gonna get these freeze frame shots from different locations around here, and then afterwards in editing, stitch it all together. It's really confusing. I honestly don't know if this is gonna work. This is just an idea that I thought of in my head. But in order to get those shots of movement, traffic, cars, people moving around, I decided to go to one of the most touristy and congested areas in all of New York City, especially during this time of the year, and that is Times Square. These are like the most impressive ads to me because they wrap the screen around this building here, so they really take advantage of like making this look all 3D. This is where the ball drop happens every year. This is probably my last time lapse that I'm doing right here. Kind of getting the mask thing back there, and then the signs in the back. But this is probably gonna be my last, or one of my last time lapses of the day, just because the light is going down. But I've got maybe like 4 or 5 of these, and at each one it takes time because I got to stand there for like 5-10 minutes. you know, you spend an hour out here, and at each spot where I get a shot, I have to wait by the camera to like allow time for it to capture. And so, you know, if you spend like an hour, you're only gonna get like 4 or 5 shots the entire time. So I've been out here for a while today, but if you look at what I actually shot, I didn't get that much content. It's just like 5 or 6 very long clips. So I got the footage successfully, everything went well. I kind of reviewed the footage a little bit, but it's not quite what I had in mind, but I'm gonna try to work with it anyway. We have the footage though, and now begins the editing portion of it. So that's what I'm gonna be working on next for this thing. We're done with 12 years, 12 straight years of this video project we have going here. And we're now into the teens, 13th year. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week in week number 628.